Ashley here with Hollywood Junket. We are here with So You Think You Can Dance All-Star Audrey. Hi, Audrey.
Hi there.
You look so cute. I have a top just like that.
It's a classic. It goes with everything.
Tonight was extra special, but I want to bring up the fact that JoJo Siwa was fanning over you. How did that moment feel? That was big.
That was really wild to me, honestly, because I've never really met JoJo before, and we have like some mutual friends in there, like Ezra and all of that, but like that was my first time really meeting her, and I really did not expect her to even know who I was at all, because she was like a tiny baby basically whenever I did So You Think. So it was kind of shocking, and for her to pull out the neck fart thing, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna live that down. But
never.
But I love that she could relate to it. That made me so happy.
So, like, when you were on So You Think You Can Dance, who did you fan out over? Like, who was your person?
Oh my gosh, like from past seasons. Honestly, Robert was like my number one. Ooh. I specifically remember having an interview and they were asking me who my like ideal all-star would be, and I said Kent Boyd or Robert Roldan, and it's so surreal to be like here dancing a piece for him on the show. He's just the best human, and I really don't feel like I would be here without him. So
oh, that's special. It's very really special.
It's a special night.
Yes. So how does it feel to be back on stage, back on the So You Think You Can Dance stage? Like, how did that feel tonight?
It felt so good. My biggest thing tonight was I wanted it to feel special for Keaton, and we had known each other prior to this competition, so for me to see him come this far in the competition and like crush it every week, I was just so excited. When I found out he was my partner, I was like, oh my gosh. We were like getting emotional backstage before we went on, because it's just been such a special thing and like feels like a full circle moment for us. Yeah.
So what advice did you give Keaton on surviving the competition?
I told him that as hard as it seems, like just enjoy every second, every bruise, every hard struggle. Like know that like someday when it's over, you're gonna look back and be like, oh my gosh, I did that. Like that was the best time of like one of the most fun experiences for me, and it was like my first job, and I really didn't know how to appreciate it at the time because you're so scared of what's gonna happen and nervous. And I told him, I was like, you just take a deep breath and try to soak it all in, and whatever happens, know that like you've already like made everyone so proud, and you should be proud too. Like, yeah.
I think that's really good advice, and I feel like a lot of the All-Stars have shared that with the current contestants that they've worked with, so there's some truth to it. I wanted to ask you about the lift during. So how is the prep for the one hand lift?
Yes.
So how was the one hand lift? How did you get Keaton prepared for that? Was it scary? Like, what happened with that?
Honestly, I'm so used to being lifted. Like, that's like my thing, I would say. Okay. So when it came to us together, I was nervous that his arm was gonna like break, because I'm squeezing his arm with all of my everything, my stomach, my legs, and so I was worried. But he's so strong that he like tried it once and it was actually pretty good, and then we were like, okay, it's possible for sure. And then after a couple times, it was just I trusted it more, and I was able to help him out and like lift in certain places, and he crushed it every time.
Yeah, I think Keaton is like a pro at lift at this point in the season. We've seen him do some wild lifts.
He is so strong, and I feel so bad for his shoulders. I'm like, are your shoulders okay? He's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, okay.
It's nothing. I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys did a great job with that. Yeah, it's really scary. I would be terrified to be lifted up that high, so kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
Just really quick, last question. Who do you keep in touch with from your season? Like, who are you hanging out with?
Oh my gosh, everybody pretty much. No, I'm just kidding. But mostly like Will Thomas. We're still super close. We partnered for years and years and years. And who else? George and I were roommates when I first moved out here after this show. And Matt Kazmerzak, my partner, we'll be brother and sister for life. He came to my wedding. I mean, yeah, we all stay really close. Some of us have drifted apart. Like Whitney and Lindsay, I still keep in touch over social media, and like I've seen them at a couple like Dancing with the Stars performances and stuff like that. So it's been good. I definitely would say I'm probably closest to like Will, Matt, and George though.
That's the best, building lifelong friendships, doing what you love. You guys, I'm Ashley. You're watching Hollywood Junket. We just got done chatting with Audrey from So You Think You Can Dance season 9. Oh my goodness. Stay tuned for more interviews.